My name is Taylor Ramsey, and my new student dialogue was on peer pressure, and it was a really good student dialogue. There were a lot of active voices. Everybody had their own opinions about things, and people weren't afraid to say how they felt about everything. And um, I did speak a lot in the new student dialogue, and I think it was really effective, and I learned a lot. I learned that um, there is good peer pressure, and that you know uh, everybody has different things that define them and that they define themselves by. But at the end of the day, everybody is still affected by peer pressure, and in some way, everybody still is influenced by things. There were reserved voices in our new student dialogue. Some people weren't very confident in speaking and stuff, but the instructors did a really good job of guiding the the conversations, and they helped us a lot in getting our thoughts across to everybody. Um, uh, we did talk about um, pressure, like peer pressure in religion and stuff like that, and how um, a lot of people who are homosexual and heterosexual don't really, if you're heterosexual, you don't really think about how hard it is for somebody who is homosexual. And there are some gay people in our new student dialogue, and lesbians, and they spoke out and were saying that it's harder, and that they feel pressured not to be gay or things like that. And we also talked about peer pressure in in your age wise. In college there's a lot of peer pressure to either drink underage, or do things that you're not supposed to. Being a certain age, especially in a college town, you can only go to places or get in places if you're 21. So there's pressure to break those rules, but also I guess that puts more pressure on you to not do those things because you're not 21 yet. And most all of us being freshmen, none of us are 21. So it was good to hear everybody's side of that story and stuff like that. We did a circle, like a link thing, and everybody kind of said something about themselves in the beginning, and everybody said an interesting fact about themselves. And if you related to that person in some way about their interesting fact, then you got up and you linked arms with them and stuff like that. And that just showed that everybody can find something in common with each other in some way. And that was good to see and learn. Also found out that peer pressure is not always the bad thing, that you can influence people in good ways if you choose, and influence them to do the right thing instead of allowing them, someone you care about, or even just some random person, to allow them to do the wrong thing. So we definitely learned about that part. And I really liked this new student dialogue. I thought it was really beneficial, and I thought that it was good to see what everybody's different perspective on things. I thought it was a really good student dialogue, and I'm glad I chose that one to do. I think this is a good tool. Being at Clemson, going to this new student dialogue makes you think about things a little bit differently. And I learned that you shouldn't peer pressure somebody if they say no, they don't want to do something. respect that, and also, respect yourself and know your morals, and like trust in yourself to make sure that like you don't slip off the path or do something that you're not supposed to. So I think it was a good new student dialogue and had fun.